To most people, my life might look kind of boring. I leave the house like once or twice a week, unless you count going to the gym, but that's about a 30-second drive away. And often I have agreed with them. I feel like I should be doing more stuff. I should be traveling more. I should be doing more stuff at work. I should be trying to make more money. I should have better, more exciting hobbies and activities that I do. On Friday night, maybe I should like actually leave the house. I've often felt like almost embarrassed at the fact that my life is so like average and boring and I don't do a ton of stuff, and people ask me how my week was and what I did, and I'm like, I was home and like I shot a video, it was chill. And because of that feeling, I actually have kind of gone the other way. I've experimented to see if doing more stuff and traveling more and spending money and doing all the stuff that I see other people do would give me a little bit more fulfillment, or is that the life that I want to live? This past year, we even took a month and we traveled through Europe. We hit like 5 or 6 different countries. We saw some absolutely amazing things. It was a great experience. But it was actually from that trip and a couple other trips that we have taken that I realized having a boring, routine-driven life is not only just okay, it's kind of what I want. Even if people make fun of me for it, or it's kind of weird to explain. And at least some of the reason I was doing the things that I was doing was for other people. It was because that's what I saw other people do on Instagram. Once you're successful, you do this and this and this. You travel, you get a nicer house, nicer car, maybe you go shopping, you go out and you have some drinks with some friends. You do all these things, and that's what a happy person is supposed to do. That's what a successful person is supposed to do. And I tried those because most of my life I've worried about what other people thought of me, and I thought I should be doing this stuff. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. But at least for me, it wasn't the answer. And maybe it's because I'm like super introverted, I'm kind of a homebody. And while I do enjoy traveling or going out with friends and stuff, I also love just being home, having my normal routines, living a kind of boring and simple life. For me, that's all I want. And I really realized this a couple weeks ago when Meredith took me away to a cabin up in the mountains for just one day for my birthday. And we actually ended up leaving earlier than we had to because we wanted nothing more than to go home and live our lives, to make some sourdough bread, to spend some time with our daughter. I wanted to just go back and make videos that I'm passionate about that can hopefully help somebody. And I realized that a goal of mine that I had set for myself years ago and been putting all these processes into place in order to build had finally kind of happened. I had built a life that I didn't want an escape from. I love Monday mornings and don't overly love the weekends because they mess up my week. And it didn't like happen by accident. This was something conscious that I've been trying to do for an extremely long time, to build this life that I don't want an escape from. And I think I finally got there, which is crazy. Like, I look forward to the little boring things in my life, to waking up Monday morning, having a cup of coffee, sitting in front of the fire, reading my book, and then, going to the gym, working for a couple hours, spending the rest of the time with my family, do a few things outside, play some video games with my friends. Like, it's a boring, routine-driven, simple life. But for me, it's just as fun and just as fulfilling as touring Europe was, which is crazy because I thought I wanted to travel until I did it. And then I realized that, well, I still want to travel probably at least like a month a year to experience different cultures. I don't want to hit 5 countries or 6 countries in a month. I want to hit maybe 1 to 2 countries and really live there and just have a simple life, but somewhere else, not here. Just chill, have all my routines, but somewhere else. And I think that is really what I found is really fulfilling for me. It's not what everybody wants to do. Most people want to go out, snorkel, skydive, tour all the touristy places, see the Colosseum, and well, that was great. For me, the quiet countryside in Ireland on a farm doing like literally nothing and just walking around the small town was way more enjoyable, which might make me weird, but I don't really care. But this also doesn't mean that I don't have goals or dreams. I'm not trying to better myself and I'm just like chilling, although it might look like that to a lot of people. Like, I still have things that I'm dreaming about and I'm pushing for. Like, we hope to get a farm in the next 2 to 5 years to have chickens and goats and farm stuff, which I'm excited to do and to share with you guys. I have side projects. I'm trying to build up this YouTube channel. I'm trying to help a couple other people build up their channel so that they can hopefully live this type of lifestyle. Once I hit 500,000 subscribers, I'm going to be getting a Tesla. But I know that none of those things will actually make me happy. They're not going to be the answer. They're not going to change my life. They'll be fun to do, but I'm also not going to wait for them. There's this quote that I've been living my life by for 6 or 7 years now, and that is that the future never comes. Life is always now. I think it's by Eckhart Tolle. And why I think this has stuck out to me so much is because I didn't used to live my life this way. I would live for the future. I would look for my next house and then I would be happy. Once I leave my job, then I'll be happy. Once we, have a kid, then I'll be happy. Once we travel for a month, then I'll be happy. It was all these things. And it turns out that the happiness or the fulfillment or just like the I've made it part of life comes in enjoying the small things, the everyday boring part of life, which is 90% of our lives. If you can learn to enjoy sitting in traffic on the way to work and not have it be stressed out, but have it be some quiet time or some time you can listen to something, if you can enjoy your morning cup of coffee and actually taste it, if you can take years to build something up so that you can enjoy the work that you do, feel like it's fulfilling to you, it's helping people, it's fun to do. I don't know, I think most people never actually try to get to those things. They just always look forward to what's next, or they look past to what's behind them, and very few people actually live in the present moment. A big cause for this is actually social media, which is I think what tricked me. It was seeing all these successful people living the successful standard life. Like if you're a successful YouTuber, you travel, you have money, you buy a new Tesla, which is probably where that subconsciously came from. You do all these certain things and that's when you've made it, when you're cool, when you're whatever. And I've tried a bunch of those things and that is not what life is all about. So if you want to build that type of life, ask yourself, what would an ideal day actually look like if I could do whatever I wanted regardless of money for a day, for a week, for a year? What would that be? And then break down the steps in order to get to that. Is that talking about a subject that you love? Then start a YouTube channel. Is it creating pottery? Then start learning how to do that. So many of us have these dreams of this ideal, simple life or something that we want to do, but we get stuck in the grind and looking to the future. And once I get my promotion, once I get this or that or move or whatever, then I'll start trying to chase this life that I'll actually enjoy. But you can build that type of life on the nights and the weekends, and it can be really cool. This book actually really helped me kind of do that, and I attribute a lot of the success I have had to this book, which maybe I'll do a whole book review on sometime. But it's called The One Thing. This really talks about defining your goals, defining your dream life, and then doing one thing every single day to get you closer to that dream life. So for me, for the past 5+ years, I've done one thing for YouTube every single day, 365 days a year. Even if it's as small as writing down a video idea, I do one thing to improve the thing that is the biggest catalyst to change in my life, at least financially and freedom wise, and that is my YouTube channel. It's not about crazy hours or grinding all the time. It's about doing small things for an extended period of time that leads to massive change in your life. And this book really helped with that. I've also been really enjoying YouTube a lot, so I'm making a free 7-day how to start a YouTube channel course. There's a link for that down below. I've realized this is where I have most of my skills is in finance and YouTube, and I want to just help more people in both of those areas because that really improves your life. It improved my life. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.